I walked outside and I was like, damn, it's pretty foggy. Like, is it supposed to be this foggy?
I thought the same, bro. I thought it was as bad.
I was like, shit, dude, this is wild. And then it was a wildfire.
He's like, no, he's mine. Bro, he immediately took that knife. He went, hit him, boom, and then just like stuck right in his belly.
Twisted.
And just went up the whole time.
Oh,
and looked at him. You ever thought about ever being like in an apocalypse and what you would do?
I would try to finesse a bunker. Like, I'm going to either get in there.
Underground, okay.
Or I will be that asshole to kill the person. Could be completely honest.
Do anything for the fam.
Yeah, exactly. It's for the fam. Like, all the boys and the fam is here. Like,
yeah.
Be like, oh, what size is that bunker? Oh, yeah, that's my
yeah.
size.
That's my.
Baby, just vibe with me. Baby, just vibe with me. Baby, just vibe with me.
Welcome back to the podcast where you get to tune in and get a glimpse of the guys. My name's Luciano.
Jay.
Miller.
And we are GG Podcast.
Forgot Lucky.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lucky, sorry. And yeah, so we are back again. This is episode 30. We said we will have a guest, but we are in the process of actually getting several guests in the future. So, don't worry about it. We got something in store for you. We got something in store.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, make sure to look out for that future stuff. But let's just get into the nitty gritty stuff. I like the way we just dive into things, a little bit.
Get to it. Get to it.
Right Miller, I think you had a little something earlier to talk about.
Yeah. So pretty much, I was talking about the Canadian wildfires that have caught a downdrift, like a wind, and it's coming down the East Coast and such. And I remember it was progressively, like I went to Philly recently, and on the way back, like it progressively got worse and worse the closer I got to Connecticut. But they said in Connecticut, they're actually in New York City, like in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Since it's so closed off and there wasn't good ventilation, that it was the worst air quality in 40 or 50 years.
Yeah.
Some crazy shit like that. Genuinely, if you had asthma in Manhattan, you really should not be outside
at
that.
all.
Yeah, and people were wearing masks again for that reason.
I literally thought it was our atmosphere, something happened to the atmosphere, and we were just fucked for a while. I didn't know that it was the wildfires.
I smelled fire as soon as I went outside, bro. I smelled bro, there's a big ass smoke. What's going on?
I thought the same.
Just so
I didn't know what was happening.
Dude,
I thought we were fucked, yo.
The moon was red. On my way back from the drive, I was like, what is going on? Why is it red? It's so weird. Then we dropped the window because we actually got pulled over. So we dropped the window.
Wait, what happened? He's trying to
get over that. I mean, respectfully, we were I wasn't even driving. It was one of my boys driving. And then we started going. We're heading down, and one of the boys in the car, he's super super unlucky with cars right now. Within this past 3 weeks, probably 3 weeks, he has totaled his own car. It was a hit and run. So they totaled his car.
Oh, that's fun.
And then the second one, then he's using his grandfather's car, and then he hit somebody. And so he was pretty much telling us, he was pretty much I'm not making any money for the next month and a half. I'm done.
Wow.
And then his birthday is in this month too, which is fucked up. His birthday's the 20th or 21st. I was like, sucks to be you, you know what I mean?
Tough one.
Yeah, but no, pretty much so. He was like, yo, it would be funny if we got pulled over. Ha ha ha. My luck is so bad. On the way back, yep. Whoop, whoop. I was no way.
That's
and
wild.
Craig was just in the car. He's like, bro, I'm sorry, Wally. Bro, to the driver, he's like, yo, my luck is crazy bad right now. Within the past 3 weeks, I'm spending thousands. Oh God.
That's so unfortunate.
Yeah, we dropped the window, and that was when we first started getting into it looked more like fog at that point because it wasn't that thick. So when we dropped the window, I instantly smelled smoke, and we were like, wow, it smells like smoke. And then the cop was like, oh yeah, the wildfire, da da da. And I was like, oh, okay. And then some of the boys explained it to me. I was like,
okay.
oh shit. So I didn't even know what was going on at first, but definitely
Yeah,
wild.
it was so weird, bro. So weird. But there was a lot of like on stuff on TikTok and like media saying it was like caused by this protest activist that was like for the women firefighters.
Yeah.
But
it
turned out to be not true.
Yeah.
It was not.
That
Not
was
true.
an
That,
old
like when I
thing.
saw it on TikTok,
Yeah.
I was like, that's crazy. And I saw the comments like, oh my god, these women like can't do anything. I was like, God, they're roasting the shit
It was
out
no,
of
so pretty
it
much
was
I'll
bad.
give like a quick
And-
rundown. They pretty
yeah.
much like pretty much what the article was that these 3 Canadian firefighters or women firefighters went to a forest to try to prove their like department that they can like do more work. They set a controlled fire and then it got out of control and then it just went ballistic.
Yeah, it went ballistic.
That was the story.
Yeah, and then there's people injured and all that stuff. So I don't know what happened
But at
after
the same
the
time,
aftermath.
like, media is
Yeah,
very
it was
strong.
I was
fake.
just
It
about
was
to say-
it was
I
fake
was just
because
about
it
to
was like
say,
they're
yeah.
trying to blame the whole thing on that stuff, but it was like old news already.
Exactly. That's what I
So
was saying.
it's-
I
Dumb.
think this
so
was
funny.
actually like actual like wildfire, like it was
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
like maybe lightning or something that could have been like
just dry,
yeah,
conditions and stuff
dry
like
and
that.
conditions, but it was really bad. Like
You know.
there's like acres and acres of
Yeah, I mean, if it
Just
made it
fire.
all the way down to fucking Connecticut,
It's gotta be a lot,
Pennsylvania,
bro. It's gotta
New
be.
Jersey, like,
No, it's
it's gotta
bad.
be pretty bad. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
yeah. Someone a lot of comments and TikTok. I'm like, bro, you were right next to an ocean. Like, why can't you just take a bucket from the ocean and just pour it on the trees? I was like, I don't think it works like that. But,
You know, maybe if they
bro,
would
these guys
keep,
are so funny, bro.
That's funny. Yeah, I did see a lot of comments on that too. Though I was like, that's crazy. But at the same time, like, that does tell you like how strong social media is at like
Really is,
portraying
bro.
a story and like
Yeah.
you found out that it was fake, but there's definitely
Yeah,
like
I-
hundreds of thousands of people
It
that
just
know
seemed
that.
off. Like I
Yeah,
don't know. I was
'cause
like,
it doesn't make sense.
because I was gonna tell like my mom about it.
Mhm.
Like I was telling her, I was like, I think I heard this from TikTok, but
Mhm.
while I was telling her, I looked it up.
Mm,
And I was like, I don't see anything on it.
Ah,
It was
yeah.
actually like a wildfire.
yep.
Yeah, so
Crazy.
I found out it
it's
wasn't
good
by
shit.
the women firefighters.
I remember hearing about that too, and it just goes to show like there's like thousands of people that really think that too. You know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
Like, that post was definitely created by a man just trying to like just throw
Instigate.
shots.
Yeah, throw shots,
instigate.
get clicks.
Yeah, because those are like real like women firefighters, like Canadian women firefighters. So like they might just be putting these women on blast. Bro. Like,
Yeah.
the internet finds people like it's nobody's business. You know what I mean? Like those girls are definitely getting hate.
Oh, for
You know
sure.
what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
unwarranted.
If
as
they didn't
well.
get hate before, they're getting hate now.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
It's just stupid.
Someone told me that they were just lighting trees on fire instead of like cutting them down. Like they just wanted to
Really?
like for deforestation.
Mm.
So that was like their plan for that instead of cutting it down, which made no sense
Yeah,
to me.
no, not at all.
I was like, oh, okay.
Sure.
They just walked away. I was like, this isn't my conversation.
Yeah, no, it doesn't really fully add up to me. But
No, it does not.
I really thought I didn't know about the wildfires, so I
Mm.
thought like the atmosphere just like finally gave in and that it was like our time to like start wearing masks and shit, like
2012.
outside and shit. I was like, yo.
Blade Runner type vibes.
Yeah, bro. I was like, dang. It was fun while it lasted, you know?
It's fun while it
It's like-
lasts.
23, I guess that's enough.
Like we tried.
Damn.
We tried to make something happen.
Good run.
Yo,
before,
Jalen
but
was
shit.
going through it, bro. Holy shit.
Because I had no, like, I don't look at
You
the
were
news or
going through
anything.
it.
So I was like, I was at
Like,
work
damn,
and
it's my time.
Said,
I walked outside and I was like, damn, it's pretty foggy. Like, is it supposed to be this foggy?
I thought the same, bro. I thought it was as bad.
I was like, shit, dude, this is wild. And then it was a wildfire. So it was
wild.
Yeah, it was wild.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, no, that was definitely crazy.
No, it's so
Yeah.
crazy how like, all that stuff in nature can cause such a crazy like domino effect.
Yeah.
In,
Catastrophe, yeah.
like the human
Yeah.
race, like just like our day to day, we're all doing our own thing, and then something happens in the nature, and
And
it
it
just like
affects-
affects us like
yeah.
crazy. It's like so weird to
Yeah,
think about,
something
like
so far
so
away,
powerful,
too. Mhm.
so powerful, bro.
Yeah.
Like I heard some guy in the barber. I got a haircut like Tuesday or something. I heard someone in the barber shop. He was just like going on this rant about like there's this volcano in Oregon, and it's like it's gonna be like Wyoming, and it's gonna be like one of the biggest like volcanic eruptions, and it's gonna take over all of like, it's like all of the U.S. and we're gonna have to like go to a different country and all this stuff. And I was like, really? Like, and then there was like the other barber on the other, and he's like, shut up, man. Bro, like that's not even true. Like he's Dominican Republic. He's from Dominican Republic. He's like, I got a house in Dominican. Like, come on, man. Like you just let me know I'm out. I'm out. But like that shit, he's like, that shit fake, bro. That shit fake. Like
people be
don't
saying
even
anything in the
and then he's like, where is it from? He's like, it's gonna be in the United States. He's like, what state? The United States. I'm like, bro. And then bro, I was like, oh my god, this guy doesn't even know anything about the volcanic eruption or anything. But the guy was just like putting it on blast like across the bar, so everyone was just laughing.
Yeah, it's mad fun.
Everyone just laughing. He's like, bro, not the United States. I know it's United States. I need the state. And he's like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, it's Wikipedia. I'm like, and then we were like, oh, Wikipedia.
Get him out of here.
Exactly. Quiet.
So I was just like, I don't know about that anymore. The story kind of ended for me there when you say Wikipedia.
Yeah, that's mad fun.
Can't trust it too much.
Nah.
You know what gets me thinking about that? Like, or what I start to think about is like, what if there's an earthquake that separates the United States? Like, almost like Pangea. Like, you remember when Pangea was one continent?
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of like earthquakes that divided it into 7. Like, what if that happens now? Like, if there's like a catastrophic earthquake that ends up dividing the United States,
Probably
or some other continent.
like a big division. Like there's an ocean now between them.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, like just the start of it. Like, what do you do if you're like standing somewhere and it's just like goes straight down the middle of your legs? It's like, oh.
Some Ice Age type shit. Where like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know how that would go, man.
I mean, like,
they'd probably have to build a bridge at first.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, the
Figure it out.
bridges. I mean, it would be.
They would have
maybe
to
there's-
decolonize the whole area. Like they have
Have
to
to.
redo a system
Yeah.
because there's no way that whatever kind of system that they were doing, like have roads on them and do that and this, like it would have to change because it would be too dangerous to be around that.
It'd be OD though. Honestly, I'm really thinking like I feel like one of those sides like would eventually get tired of the other, and like there could be separation and like stuff like that.
Yeah,
in
that's
all
cool to
honesty.
think.
Like
That's not cool, but it's
like,
still
I think
crazy.
some of
to
those
think about.
middle states, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
now that there's division, like if there was like if they went right down the Midwest like top to bottom and split it like that, I think each sides of the U.S. are like at least different enough where like there could be like conflict and stuff like that. And what if they wanted to be like, no, we're East United States, bro. We separated from West United States. We don't fuck with them like that, bro.
We don't fuck with them like
Fuck
that.
all y'all West Side. You know what I mean? Like, I really like it. Funny enough, like, I really feel like eventually down the line, like.
Yeah,
Possibility, you know what I mean?
it really could happen.
Yeah.
Because it would start out as a joke, and then it would get
Yeah,
serious.
exactly. You're like, nah, seriously, fuck West Side, United States, bro.
Fuck, bro. Fuck.
Or what if they have like a plan of action for that? If something like would happen, like
I mean, they probably have a plan of action for California because that's the first state that's
go?
gonna
Yeah, to go.
Yeah.
you think so?
Yeah.
No, it is. Yeah.
Really?
It will.
Yeah,
be.
because the tectonic plates.
The tectonic plates
Oh.
are already
Always, like,
moving.
moving.
It's already been gradually separating from the U.S. and
So it's
eventually
almost
it will.
It's almost like Madagascar on Africa.
Oh, that separated off.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I don't know how big Madagascar is compared to California though.
They might be similar in size. I think California's a little bigger.
Yeah, I thought Madagascar was a little ass. No, I mean, I
Um,
guess if it's
pretty
separated
big.
off of Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably middle decent. No, but
Damn,
you
yo.
know, that's wild, right?
Like, imagine you're just on California and you just start to feel it like move, and you're like,
Yo!
come back.
That'd be OD, honestly. It would change
So scary,
much.
man.
But you know what's funny too? Like we're just thinking about it, like as almost as a hypothetical, but like
It can happen. No, it's
it-
gonna
it
happen.
Will happen.
Yeah,
You
it's
know what
gonna
I mean? Which
happen.
is crazy. Like hundreds and hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Like it will be separated.
It will.
I say
off
like
of it.
1,000 years, maybe.
Probably. I mean, I don't know what the timeline looks for that, but
Mm-hmm.
I know that like genuinely, it moves over like half an inch like every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Remember,
That is wild.
I know New York City is sinking 2 centimeters.
I saw that each year. Yep.
Because of how heavy it is with the skyscrapers.
Well, yeah.
Really?
Yes. I just saw that recently too. Actually. Yep.
It's crazy. I don't know how they're
Skyscrapers
going
are
to
too
deal with that
heavy.
because they're already underneath water level.
Yeah,
Mhm.
water level is raising every year, and the buildings are too heavy, like he was saying. So like, it's just some.
It's gonna
So
fuckery.
weird.
it's gonna flood eventually. You said New York City, right? Or New York
Yeah,
State?
New York City.
Yeah, Manhattan.
Yeah, it's
Crazy.
definitely gonna flood.
No, I think
It's-
no, it won't.
Cause it's right next to the water.
I think they'll figure
Yeah.
out a plan.
Exactly. You think they're gonna let like the probably like
Yeah, you're
like
right.
it's
Yeah,
one of
they're
the
not.
biggest places in the U.S. Like you know,
They're not
when you
gonna
think
let
of
that
United
go.
States of
It's-
America,
yeah.
you think of New York City, like da da da.
New
Financial
York.
capital of the world.
Yeah, literally financial capital of the world. Like it's huge. Like the only
Huge.
other place would be like obviously
Yeah.
huge. It was funny I was saying that during work, but yeah, I know. Other places like the only place like people know outside of the U.S. like you would say like L.A. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And then like probably just
Miami,
like
maybe.
Miami, yeah, somewhere in
Yeah,
Florida.
Miami.
Yeah, but other than
That
that,
would suck.
yeah,
I would be so sad for Miami.
yeah.
I feel like
Oh, God.
Miami would come off too, like if it were to drift off.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, it's
Well,
right
it
there.
depends on the tectonic plates. you know
Yeah.
what I
Yeah, it
mean?
really
It's
does.
not really just the places on the edge of
I
the
think it would
US.
most likely flood.
Yes.
Think so?
Yeah.
Go off.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that.
Because the water levels are
Mm-hmm.
rising because of the the icebergs and stuff.
Yeah, the icebergs
Mm.
melting.
melting.
Yeah,
So I can
because
see
of the
that happen.
atmosphere, because of wildfires.
yeah,
Yeah.
genuinely.
The
So
heat,
warming.
heat rising.
Yeah, literally.
Damn.
Yeah, but I think
But-
it'd be tough to see what will happen with Manhattan because they're obviously going to save Manhattan because
They need to.
there's so much money in making more skyscrapers higher that they're not going to risk
Losing it all.
money
Yeah.
Mm.
to just like because we
Yeah.
want to like get some, we don't want to flood. Nah, how about we put some fucking poles or whatever, we man-made cement under Manhattan, or you extend the bases, make it just more strong, whatever maybe.
Yeah, they're gonna have to figure that out, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe like build like I could see like a glass wall from the edge of Manhattan, like where the water is.
Mhm.
That way it doesn't flood, but I don't know how strong
Yeah.
that would be.
I was gonna say that's like a temporary fix though
Yeah.
to like a never-ending problem.
Yeah.
Because what are you gonna do? Just keep going higher, and then eventually you live in a glass dome in Atlantis. Like what?
Maybe.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So like, all right, now
I'd want to live there.
We're 6 feet underwater
It's like,
now.
it's like an aquarium
Yeah,
now.
exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like, visit Manhattan, like underwater tours. Like, we'll be living in a glass bubble, bro. Like,
Fucking
what?
all we see is just like dead people and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
tires.
Like floating around.
That's crazy.
All from the gang violence and shit
Yo,
from back then.
That's crazy. That is wild.
Goodfellas.
Yeah, Fendi. That's scary though.
Yeah, it is. Fucking hell.
So yeah, I was gonna say, like, what if we found the city of Atlantis, or like, if
Yeah.
New York is underground and like we're looking like underneath and like we're under the whole dome and everything, and we
Yeah.
just like see another city and we're like, yo, is that Atlantis?
Like, like, nah. I think I've seen like actually evidence that one of the places, I don't know where, it's in the desert though, but they actually have like
Atlantis?
Mhm.
Atlantis. They said like it was most likely, or like this is a theory that this was probably like the most realistic place that Atlantis would be, because
Yeah.
it was a lot of that desert was already underwater, and they already have there's like circle formations that are man-made and not water-made, and it's like circle and it comes out, and like you can see a little bit of the infrastructure that would have been there.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Yeah, so they're theorizing that, but
Yeah.
Wait, what desert, in like Arizona or?
No,
I
not,
can't.
I don't think it's
I don't
anywhere
know.
in the U.S.
Yeah, I
This
don't
should be
know.
more like Europe, near Africa area.
yeah.
I don't know why my brain just automatically thinks of Atlantis like near Atlanta.
Oh, that's down in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Down in Atlanta.
Yeah, wait a minute. No, but I definitely did see it. I think it'd be sick though. Like, I mean, what if like, it was like we found Atlantis and it was like what we were talking about, like it's New York in a bubble under like in the
Bro.
water, and we didn't know, but Would you pop out?
Oh, of course. What do you mean? I'm
Of
going. That's
course.
vacation right there. What are you talking
Fendi. I
about?
mean, I guess. I don't know. People. I mean, I don't know. Going underwater for a grip is like also wild.
What if? All right, this is crazy.
Water elevator.
What if Atlantis is in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle?
I've heard of shit like that too.
You have?
Yeah, I feel like or the Bermuda Triangle has like a lot over there. Like, there's a lot of like weird stuff with that Bermuda Triangle and
Yeah.
stuff though. That'd be wild. I mean, nobody would want to go.
Sure, maybe. I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean, like the amount.
it'd
of
be a
shit
one-way
that-
trip.
It would be a one-way trip. Yeah, I don't know if I'm.
Have you ever? I have a question for y'all. Have you ever thought about ever being like in an apocalypse and what you would do?
Ooh, I like that question.
I don't believe in
go.
zombies, so no.
No, in any type of
Ah,
apocalypse.
yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Zombies. It could be something like
Plague.
Virus.
some virus, or it could be like heat exhaustion,
Yeah,
or
facts.
snow.
Never really thought
Like
about
global
it.
warming thing kind of deal.
Cold, all cold. It's just like could be anything. Could be
Flat
ants
out.
taking over.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I'd gather the boys and be like, "Let's go. We gotta.
Yeah.
We can't save the world, but let's save ourselves."
For real,
Yeah,
bro.
that's exactly
That's a
what
great
I'm on.
start right there.
Yeah.
Like,
facts.
honestly.
I feel like you're
Go on the
power
journey
numbers.
with the people you trust, eh?
100%. Everybody's like backstabbing in those apocalyptic
Oh yeah,
movies.
especially like with strangers. Oh,
Yeah, oh my
never
God.
can never trust
Those
strangers.
a stranger pops up. and like,
Especially when they get bit and they like they don't know, like they don't want the other people
Yeah,
to know
they're
they
like,
got bit, so like they
"Man."
just like start turning slowly, and then they're like,
He's like, you're looking a little sick. You're like, I'm fine.
"Like I'm good, I'm good."
Yeah, that's exactly.
Bro,
That's
oh
bad
man,
funny.
I don't know. I think I would try to like gather family, friends, make a plan, and then try to like go to a nice like big sanctuary, something where it's like protected. You know,
Like Atlantis,
Yeah.
like Atlantis.
No,
Like,
probably not. Probably somewhere like maybe like somewhere like it's got the high ground.
mm-hmm.
I was thinking like a type of prison or something like that.
Yeah.
Because they always got a lot of food there as well from the kitchen. Got a lot of storage. Got a lot of bedrooms. Got a lot of security. It could work. It could work.
Facts. I would honestly, since there's so many apocalypse, like fear mongering, I guess, that causes people to like have bunkers and stuff like that. I would try to finesse a bunker. Like I'm gonna either get in there
Underground, okay.
or I will be that asshole to kill the person. To be completely honest.
Do anything for the fam.
Yeah, exactly. It's for the fam. Like all the boys and the fam is here. Like,
Yeah.
be like, oh, what size is that bunker? Oh, yeah, that's my
Oh, yeah.
size.
That's my size.
Like, run that, bro. Like I'm gonna need that.
Fucking Christopher Columbus over here.
Yeah, bro. Oh God, I'm not gonna cap.
You look in the directory, like bunkers for sale, and then you go to those.
Like, hey, just wanted to check it out real quick. You know what I mean? Just get a little tour. Yeah, exactly. Hey, nice to meet you.
It's wild.
I couldn't even imagine.
Assassin's Creed type deal. I'm like, yeah, how do you?
Oh God.
Yeah, but no, yeah, definitely.
You think you could survive like, never shooting a gun and like just start shooting, pistols, ARs, and all that. Just
Like
to
those
protect your
survival
family and
instincts
stuff.
coming.
Yeah. I think
You
they
think
would
you could?
take it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would take a lot of practice, like
But you think you could do
automatically.
that and pass the threshold of actually killing another
Yeah.
human
I think it would just take one.
for your protection?
Yeah.
Survival mode, maybe.
Survival mode. I feel like survival mode would be something different, huh? Like adrenaline's pumping, everything's going wrong. You need to protect your family. Boom.
Yeah.
Sorry,
It's just it is what it is.
you got to go.
It's like you or me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, no questions
Oh, I couldn't
asked.
even imagine killing another human.
Yeah,
man.
that's
so
OD.
so
I know.
crazy.
I've
I
always thought
can
about
if
that.
someone tries to come in here, like you have to. you
Yeah,
know? Like
facts.
that's almost
But I've
survival mode at
also-
that point.
Yeah, I've also
Yeah.
thought about it though, where like I'm like, holy shit, like I don't know, like living with that would be crazy.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Like,
Yeah,
you
that-
know,
it would
like,
haunt you.
even if it's for exactly,
The
even
guilt
if for the
itself.
best of reasons,
For
like
real.
your mind will try to find a way to like
Yeah.
make it, because like you're gonna reanalyze that thing over and over and over. You're
again.
like, well, maybe I didn't have to put 8 in his chest. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I could have just
8
done
in the
like
chest.
1 or 2 and, you know, call the cops. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
8 in the chest.
Like maybe it was overkill.
Maybe 8 was a little too much.
Yeah, like
I could have stopped at 3.
Yeah, I didn't have to empty the clip. You know what I mean? Like, I really didn't.
On his face.
Yeah, exactly.
Just gotta make sure
You know,
he's
like,
good.
honestly, I could have allowed for the open casket. Like, now it's closed. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's a little bad. Like,
Oh, that's funny as hell.
In the chest is great.
Yeah, I probably think about it after putting.
oh,
8
I'd be
for sure.
yeah, I'd be dead,
Yeah.
bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like I don't know. Like, as much as like I'm all about like me over anyone else, but at the same time, like. And I'll protect myself in that situation, and I hope I do when it comes to that point, because you really
Yeah.
never know until you get there.
For
But
real.
at the same time, like I would definitely, you know, hope I do that for myself. But I
Yeah.
know it would eat away at me. I'm not gonna care,
Yeah.
because like I'm just like I think too deeply to not, or just to think about it at a surface level of just like,
Yeah.
all right, bro, like it's just him or me,
I
boom,
think,
down.
you know what? Like, it make me feel better if it was for like a good cause, like for protection of the fam.
It would, but
Like, it would
still.
definitely make me feel better, but that would eat at me, and I don't mind sacrificing that for
Facts.
at least them living, you know.
Of course, not even a question.
So I think that makes that whole situation slightly better, but
way better. Yeah.
it'd be so tough to like deal with that yourself.
Right.
Like, you're on your own like path now in
Yeah.
your head.
Yeah.
You're like, you're on your own.
It's like you've
bro.
seen some shit.
Yeah, you really
did
have.
some shit. You've
Yeah.
seen some
Oh,
shit.
man.
Low-key, you know, respectively, even though it's like for like protection and stuff like that. I mean, like, we're still like animals. Like, at the end of the day, like and like we have a lot of primal instincts like in our body. Like, honestly, like, what if you like killed one person and like
Oh, and then
Creates a domino
it
effect.
creates a domino
Like you're a
effect.
serial killer now?
Yeah, like
Serial
genuinely. Because like I feel like, you know, like those, like, I don't know, like serial killers, like they feel like they started off as like, you know, like, oh yeah, we just hunted squirrels and like, you know, skinned them and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, actually I want to kill a deer, and then a bear, and then a grizzly bear,
And then a human.
then a human. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's why you got all those sick ass kids. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I just went hunting when I was younger. Yeah, buddy was also the school shooter. Like, you know what I mean? like happens all the time. Like, they always say that. Like, yeah, we took him hunting. Like, took him to the gun range all the time. Like, he knew how to use the gun. Like, I don't know why
Yeah,
he
he
was
was
Yeah,
a
we
great
know
shot.
he was
that.
a great kid.
We
He
know
was-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know he knows that.
Aim
he's
was
the-
actually excellent, in all honesty.
It's pristine.
Didn't miss once. Yeah, so like I definitely, I think that's some like, you know, weirdo shit. But at the same time, like, never know.
Nah,
Yeah.
It could start something.
Snowball effect. Yeah.
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 But at the same
Fuck,
time,
man.
like it'd be crazy.
All right, so going back to the apocalypse thing, if you had your group of guys, do you think that you would want to try to build a whole community of people that want to live together, or just you and your group? The
I
people
think
that
I'll
you trust.
start out with the group and
Yeah.
then probably build, you know, like once everything's settled and stuff, and then you start making food for your own, and then start getting like a whole freaking community on, you know, how to get clean water and how to build this like kind of structure, how to do a little, you know, more security, more things that, you know, the infrastructure just starts building itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the community starts building itself at
Yeah.
the same time.
I like that. Yeah, I think I would definitely like be like on the same wave, and especially like I would just make sure that like my inner group, like, you know, like close
Yeah,
friends and
always there.
family, that is always like we have like, and this is gonna sound some like monarchy shit, but like there we have so much power and so much control over everything that like there is no chance in hell that there would ever be a rebellion or like, you
Yeah.
know, rise up or like anybody will sneak us. Like, I do not care.
For
Literally
Like,
Christopher Columbus.
bro, I swear to God, like,
Someone
you know
starts
what I mean?
saying, so
Yeah, bro. Like,
what'd you say?
bro?
What was that?
Yeah. Have you ever heard of KGB? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you'll be sleeping forever tonight, boy. Like, I don't know. Like, respectfully, like I just can't.
we like punish someone, like go, you know, we banish them, and then
Exactly.
we make everyone look.
No.
This is what happens for people that get banished. Light them up.
Literally. Yeah, no, honestly, no.
Because now they know
Yeah,
where we
bro.
live, so they're gonna come back for revenge.
Nah, you'd be like, no, that's
Nah, we would
some
public.
That is some
public
monarch shit.
execution.
Public
Yeah,
execution.
100%.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
that's how you
That
put
is
him
some
in
evil
line.
shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you put him in line.
Order
But that's
based
when,
on
like,
fear.
after you killed a few people, and then you're already like, all right, well, what's it now?
Yeah,
you
you're
know?
like, bro. Like,
Anyone else want to die?
like you only have to like really like kill off a couple bad apples.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's
Everybody will get in line.
That is literally the definition of tyranny. Literally.
yeah. All right. And yeah,
it would be the best community ever.
yeah. I wasn't looking for democracy. Like I
That's-
was saying, like I want my boys and my family straight. You know what I mean?
That reminds me of Hunger Games and the show called The 100 too. Have you guys?
Oh, the 100. That's fire.
yeah.
Have you
Yeah,
guys
that's
seen it?
really
like
good.
when they when there's 100 people, they've like have been off Earth for an amount of years, and then they
Yeah.
send down 100 kids, teenagers,
That's fire.
and then they
Yeah.
all have to figure it out if it's like
Yeah.
worth roaming Earth again.
Mhm.
I think of like Apocalypse like that. Like,
Yeah.
can I trust the people that I'm with right now? Like, who can I build like
Yeah.
good relationships with? Is it good to be a community with everyone,
Mhm.
or who are the people that we need to kick out?
Yeah.
Like,
But
it
even in
gets
that show,
complex,
yeah, I was
yo,
gonna say you
know?
realize how complex it is in that show because like like even the people that you think are good like can be bad sometimes, and then like you don't know who's trying to sneak you. A lot of people have their own agenda.
Yep.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean, people are doing it for different reasons or
Yeah.
trying to survive. You know what I mean? And then also like everybody just wants the power too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like you don't want to be at the will of somebody else. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like
Yep.
you don't want your survival to be based off of the rest of like the people around you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But I think our group, like, for example, have done such a good job just like going off each other.
Yeah.
So it'd be so like easy going for us to like
100%.
really communicate and go off each other and just like be successful in that aspect. I can't believe we were talking about this way. Yeah, the apocalypse, like what we would do.
Yeah, bro, that's funny.
Such a-
I feel like
That's
you've been
such a
wanting
cool
to talk
thing.
about this for a while too. We just
Apocalypse?
had a-
Yeah, I love The Walking Dead, so it's like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love it. You know, I love thinking about that stuff sometimes, and what I would do in that situation. And The Walking Dead is all about like zombie apocalypse, everything taking over, and then they build like a community and all this stuff, and they
Yeah.
protect the community at all costs.
Facts.
Yeah.
So like they do what they got to do.
Yeah, exactly.
And there was one point in the show where I was just like, I thought was insane. Rick Grimes, the main character, he so him and his son get captured by these people, and Michonne as well as like a woman. They all get captured by these people, and then they're all out like on the street. They're waiting waiting for like the whole process of like what to do with them being captured and like what they want to do. And of course they're fucked up in the head. So one guy is I think trying to mess with the woman in that type of way.
Yeah.
But then there's another guy also trying to mess with the kid, Rick Grimes' son.
Yeah.
And Rick gets pissed, and then the main guy, he's like, you don't want your son to die right now. Like, come on, hold yourself. Like, stay calm. And he's like, and then he stayed calm, and then he saw him like get pushed down, the kid, and then the guy was starting to unbuckle himself.
Oh.
And then that's when it was just like I think in the show they really like did it well in explaining like his whole thought process and how it just went.
Snap.
He like hit the guy with his head in the back, and the shot went off, and there's like a
Yeah.
and then he just shook it off, turned around, his hands and things were tied. All he had was his just head movement. So all he did, he turned around, bit that guy's neck,
Oh my God.
bit his neck, raw dog that shit, bro.
Damn, Cody.
Bro, he bit his neck. Everyone was like astonished.
Yeah.
Broke out of his things. Michonne, the woman, get untied and everything. They're all like fighting, and then the guy in the end, the one that was like unbuckled, he was like the last guy, and then the Rick Grimes, he was already in the zone. He's like, no, he's mine.
Oh shit.
Bro, he immediately took that knife. He went, hit him, boom, and then just like stuck right in his belly
Twisted.
and just went up the whole time.
Oh,
And
jeez.
looked at him the whole time in the eyes, like.
That is crazy.
And then so much like blood just like was squirting out, and he's just like. And then he just went and walked away.
Yeah, respectfully.
Bro, that was like
that's hard.
that was such a like crazy, like I don't know, badass scene.
Yeah, that's crazy. And that's like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't.
So I
don't
feel like
know.
that's how I feel with the instinctual
Yes.
stuff. That
Yes,
you know what I mean?
100%, yeah.
Bro, that shit got me fucking going.
Yeah, all of a sudden you're like getting a little hyped
Sweating,
up.
sweating, getting goosebumps.
The adrenaline started pumping. Yeah, ready to get
Yeah.
a second workout in.
For real, bro.
That's crazy.
Do it. That's fun.
But yeah, we just hit the gym, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
So if we're looking, a
Yeah, if
little
you couldn't
massive-
tell.
That was mad funny.
All right, so would you rather
The subscribe button is down there.
Where is it? That way? Or
It's that way.
okay, all right.
All right.
Would you rather be okay? All right, so perfect example. 50 Cent got shot 9 times, right?
Jesus. Yeah, he did.
Would you rather be shot 9 times or stabbed 10 times or 9 times?
Shot.
Shot, really?
Yeah.
Really?
'Cause 10
Yeah.
times you're 10 times you're probably dead too.
I meant 9 each time.
No.
Like either way.
50 got shot 9 times.
Yeah.
One. If you see his cheeks, he has a bullet hole through his cheeks. That's why he has this little like dimple.
Oh
They're
yeah.
fake dimples. Yeah, it's shot right through his mouth.
So would you rather be stabbed 9 times or shot 10 times?
A shot.
Really?
I feel like it's just like so hot, like, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna probably heal or like at least stop the bleeding just as fast as it's going. Actually, I don't know.
That makes sense, but at the
Maybe.
same time, what if it gets stuck inside you? The bullet.
that's true.
What do you want?
Well, that's better off. I mean,
What do
not
you wanna
better,
do?
but like
No, it's better if it goes through you.
through. It is better if it goes through, but
If it gets
stays
stuck
in there,
inside you.
it is what it is. It'll eventually come out.
I think I'd rather get stabbed.
Barely a
Really,
stab.
Yeah. It's a lot of times, but
Yeah, facts. At least you can rip off like 9. Just da-da-da-da-da-da.
yeah.
Homeboy's here like this. Like, and Jerry
just taking it off.
5 more to go. Like, Jesus Christ. Can we do the bullets?
Yeah, can we switch to the gun?
Can we switch to the
Bullets, please.
Now you got stabbed 4 times, and he's like, all right, like, if you want the last 5, like, do it. Like, Jesus. Yeah, no, respectfully.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I think it's time.
Yeah, I think it's time.
I think it's time.
All right. Well,
that was a violent episode.
That was a violent
It was.
episode.
It went from fucking atmosphere to getting stabbed 9 times. Jesus Christ.
nah, that was well, I hope you guys enjoyed that apocalyptic episode. It was a little intense. Viewer discretion is advised. But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Yes,
and
sir.
check that link down in the
course,
description
of course.
for the merch store. There's new merch out right now, so make
Yes.
sure to go check that out. A lot of
Yes.
new designs for the summer, you know what I'm saying? So check that out. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Get to it.
My name is music.